Hello,
And we're here.
how are you?
I we're
What
good. Uncle Lee, how are you?
news? Hi, I'm so glad to be here.
I love that shirt.
Oh, thank you. It's so fashion.
It's oh man, I can't do it, man. I tried. I can't not laugh and actually do this with that. But that shirt is
$12.99 Amazon. Good deal.
all right. So I guess we're back. Um I guess we should touch on the election first because that's what everybody's
Lots,
talking about.
a lot of stuff happened. Yeah,
Yeah, a lot.
yeah,
He's not wrong.
true. But I'm not Uncle Roger.
No, he's Uncle Lee.
Yeah,
Fight me.
I can't have an orange polo.
Yeah, and it's not even the right color, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's
So
not even that orange.
right now, we are sitting at. If you just want to jump right into this election thing, let's get it out. Let's rip the Band-Aid, talk about it, and get past it. Right?
All right, who's gonna win?
I don't think right now Biden's at 264 electoral college votes. Trump's at
Mm-hmm.
214. There's arguments of Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania. Of course, Nevada is the huge thing right now because they are showing light blue, which means Democratic Party is leading, but that does not mean that they are going to win. Texas was showing blue, as you talked plenty of shit yesterday on.
Yeah, I said I'll never visit Texas if it goes blue.
They swung back red and closed it out red. So that's that's expected. But I haven't sat down and done the math yet. But as of right now, the way it looks is that Biden is going to win. Trump has already stated that he's going to block that. He's not going to allow that to happen because there's so many claims of ballots being thrown in the dumpster. And there's a story about Sharpies being used on ballots and the system doesn't pick them up as well.
Yeah, it bleeds through.
Supposedly.
Yeah. But why were they using Sharpies anyway? That's like remedial. It bleeds through paper.
So the argument is that the Democratic Party were leading a lot of the ballot locations and they were handing out Sharpies on purpose to predominantly Trump locations. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. That's not our job to speculate. But the story has been around enough to where it's kind of gaining some traction now, and it seems kind of legitimate, at least to an extent.
Well, I just saw a Project Veritas video of Michigan, this whistleblower in Michigan post office. Did you see that?
Yeah, I heard about it. I did not see the video.
So I was listening to the video or watching the video, and it had this Michigan post office worker who said that the postmaster over there told the employees there to get all the ballots that's not been opened or that's still in mailboxes. I guess there's PO boxes and whatnot. Pull them, and that way they can mark them and postmark them for yesterday. That's some shady shit.
I mean, man, if this is not the first, nor will it be the last election that has a whole bunch of shady stuff going on.
I think it's just more visible now.
Yeah, social media is 10 times when even if we go back to Trump and Hillary, social media had a huge factor, but people were still watching the news on TV.
Yeah.
You flash forward even further back to, the Bush administration, his last one, and it was like social media was kind of there. You jump to now, I don't even think people watch the news on TV much anymore.
No, I mean, I thought about turning on the TV to see if I can get Fox News or whatever. I don't really have cable, so I was just hoping maybe there's an app where I can on the Apple TV or whatever to do that. But I'm like, I'll just use social media and just go on the internet instead. So TV is like a useless platform almost.
Yeah, and that's what everybody does. They use social media. So just to touch on it right now, by the way it looks, Biden has a healthy lead.
Right.
And for us, those of us that are in any sort of energy, I know a lot of I know energy impacts you a lot as well. I mean, from an energy standpoint, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
From the Second Amendment standpoint and the guns and all that, it's awful. But if we look past what we can own, I mean, to be completely honest, if something happens and a president says we can't own it, guess what? You can argue Constitution, right? We can talk about that all day. We're not here to do that. But from an energy standpoint, that is where it affects my family and I and you and your family.
Right.
I mean,
we're a big energy town too.
Yeah, Casper is built on that. It's the same as Midland. Right. It's like if the energy moves out, what do you have?
Right. I mean, we have Walmarts, I guess.
You do have an odd amount of Walmarts for the size of that town.
Yeah, 2 Walmarts for 60,000 people, and big ones, not little ones.
No, like super Walmarts. Like I can drive. Yeah. I can literally drive 10 minutes and be at either one.
Right. It's bizarre.
Anyway, so for those of you that somehow live under a rock, Biden's up. Trump has already stated he's going to challenge it. The big issue is if the numbers don't come out and everybody agrees, the word on the street is that, and this has been around for weeks, is that Pelosi's going to step in. Number one, she's going to allow Biden to win, and then she's going to step in later and what's the word I'm looking for? Enact or invoke the 25th, right? Where she basically says he's incompetent and he shouldn't be running the country. Or if acting president and alleged president-elect, they don't find common ground, then what happens is Speaker steps in.
Yeah.
As acting.
That's wild.
That's fucking scary.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, that's she's kind of drunk all the time from all the videos I've seen. And for her to be running the country is kind of weird.
Yeah. It's awful that people drink all the time.
Yeah. Wait. That's just Red Bull, right?
Yeah, no, this is just Diet Pepsi.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, moving on. Politics suck. We get it. Everybody's going to get fucked. It doesn't matter what side you're on. If you're a Democrat watching, we love you. If you're a Republican watching, we love you. We expect everybody to tar and feather every motherfucker when this stuff unfolds.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of traitors, and I think if you tar and feather one person that's a real proven traitor, I think things will change a little bit.
It doesn't even have to be a big person.
No.
Like, you could tar and feather the just most random person on the planet, and they're going to listen. I
mean, it's also kind of kinky, too. Yeah.
Dude, if my wife brought out tar and feather, Look, I burnt my arm the other day. Can you backwards?
From what?
I was just reaching past the rec tech that I have on the porch and just bumped it. Like, was just reaching for something, slightly bumped it, and was like, "Oh, that's no big deal." And looked down later and was like, "Oh, it got me real good."
Yeah.
So imagine that over your body. No, kinky or not, you do you, Uncle Lee. So, moving on to a different topic. Politics, we get it. Everybody's worn out. We're not here for it. You showed me something before the start of this. We were discussing dry firing.
Dry firing is super important, especially with ammo prices right now, just to be good at shooting.
If you're doing this.
Yeah, it's really annoying, huh?
Is it bad for the gun?
I don't think so. I mean, shoot, these guns are built to last. Most of these guns are built to last. And even if you do something bad to it, the parts aren't super expensive.
Sure.
Hopefully you have replacement parts just in case your gun goes down. But, I mean, if you're tired of racking it all the time, there's a dry fire mag that you guys can use.
So
it's pretty cool.
We can't see that. You have to go backwards, but there you go.
It's called Dry Fire Mag.
Okay.
It's this is made for a Glock 17, but you can use it on a 19, obviously. So you just throw it in, rack it once, and I guess I'll do it this way. And then it just clicks. It just resets itself here.
I feel like that's safer than taking a standard and then.
Yeah, right? This is just tedious, right? I mean, we're talking about laziness now. this is kind of tedious after every dry fire, but you don't get the proper trigger pull with this dry fire mag.
Right.
It's a little bit different than what you would get just normal dry fire. But dry fire mag, that's kind of cool. Just the trigger action, maybe building up your finger strength.
So the argument is, though, for, I don't know, I don't want to say boomers, but I kind of want to say boomers. For the older generation out there, dry firing I've heard all sorts of things. It'll break your firing pin. It will ruin your firing pin. It will mess up your action. It'll do all sorts of different things that, from what I've seen, it doesn't do.
And Brandon's right. It's bad for rimfire guns. But for striker fire, double single action, you should be fine.
Yeah.
Or if you really want to, put a snap cap in there. But then when you rack it, it's going to be coming out and you got to put it back in. It's kind of a pain.
Right. It's single shot at that point.
Yeah.
Which I'm all about clearing malfunctions. But if it's a single shot, that doesn't really teach me anything.
Right. Double action, single action, it'll work just fine if you put a snap cap in it. Because you're just practicing double action all the time.
Yeah, that's fair. That's my question is, I haven't seen it, but I've dry fired, I don't even know how many. I know you keep a log of your rounds, but do you keep a log of your dry fires? Because I don't. No,
I don't. That I don't. I don't. I think I have enough firearms to. If one goes down, I have another one.
I was going to do a shameless plug there, but we'll wait. Just remember, guys, if the whole election turns out to what it is, tune in because we're going to have some shit for y'all.
Yeah, I will be uploading quite a few things.
Yeah, and who's going to be the first to desk pop on stream? So
I have reloading set up. I can just put a primer in there and pop. Man. But I also don't want neighbors calling the police. My neighbor across the street's a sheriff, and that's bad news. I don't think the neighbors would hear me, but a hole in the ceiling. Where is Joel? Is Joel Price watching right now? That's a little bitty baby inside joke there. So, okay, we're gonna move on to a topic that kind of. So, short answer is no. Dry firing won't do shit. Just do it. It helps. And thankfully, Michael is understanding in the boomer comment. It's not disrespectful. It's kind of fact, right, Michael? And don't feel bad, Michael. I didn't know about the dry fire mag. So, and the only reason I knew, I saw a live stream from Daddy Flannel or Flannel Daddy. And he had it. I was like, what the hell is that? Hey, actually, I have Mike on. Mike, I know he's like the big deal, but yeah, Mike, if you ever come across this, I'm going to message you. You need to come on because we don't care. We remember where you were just a little baby dude, just starting on YouTube, playing in our Facebook group, and now you're Flannel Daddy. He was kind of big back then. Medium. I'll give him medium. Medium. But he was still able to respond to messages, comments, and talk to us. And now he's like a ghost. Oh, yeah. Let me check my phone here. Wait, let's see that fanny pack again. Man, I had one around here. I know my wife's watching. Where's my? It's a topography one. Oh shit, man, that is the new hotness. I've seen that on Cerakote jobs. I've seen that on just everything. Yeah. This is the cheapest one locally. They only had this one that was male looking. I wanted it all black, but this one, all the others were like pink and purple. This is the only male looking one. I just got this one instead. You got to put your big point pants on at some point, I guess. Right. Arliss, we are going to put you ahead of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Publicity standpoint of this. Message Mike and tell him that the guys message him and tell him that the guys from a certain group that shall not be named is expecting him to show up on Death Pop Shot. So, all right. So, on to the next topic. As my phone is dying, it kind of ties into the elections in every way, shape, or form, and it's the current gun climate. Oh man, What are we talking about? Are we talking about the lack of product to buy?
No, I think lack of product. I think pricing will come up, but I think we all know about that, right? Since COVID hit, there was a perfect storm, right? COVID hit, the election happened, all these things went together to where we're basically, what was it, 2008 kind of all over again? Is that
Right.
one of the big ones? 16?
Yeah, maybe like during the Clinton bans.
Okay, so going back to like 94
Yeah.
or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So the problem is right now is that you have
maybe Sandy Hook.
You have no, yeah, Sandy Hook's a good example. You have no product on the shelf, right?
No.
And you have
Sandy Hook literally had no product on the shelf.
But for how long? It didn't feel as long, at least.
No, I mean, this obviously is longer, but also we have more producers now.
Right.
More people producing product.
So in my eyes, it's worse because it's a longer trend of no product. Plus, there's manufacturers on every corner, it seems like. My concern is that there are, I mean, it seems like every time we log into Facebook or something, there's a new company selling something. There's a new manufacturer and a new distributor on every fucking corner.
Well, I mean,
what happens when this ends?
Some of them will probably fold because they're not riding the wave anymore. Because right now everyone's selling out of everything, right? So whatever you have, you'll sell. But once this dies down, or eventually this dies down, where the panic buying or the overbuying of firearms and firearm parts slow down, I think people will gravitate to only a couple of their favorites versus just searching throughout the interwebs to find the product.
Yeah, and that's kind of my point. And Vince brings up a good point. More people are buying that normally didn't buy. And I think what he's trying to say is we have a lot of first-time buyers. So we have hundreds of thousands of people simply Googling things. That's a verb. Look it up. And just buying from the first place because they're uneducated. They don't realize they could shop around. They just see it in stock. They buy it, right? The problem is that, sure, we have a free market. Don't get me wrong. I'm 100% behind a free market. I think it's great. We can charge what you want to charge. If you don't want to buy it, don't buy it. But there's a lot of people out there just straight taking advantage of people. And right now,
like ammo, taking advantage with ammo prices and like cheaper than dirt, but smaller scale.
Or just cheaper than dirt.
Yeah.
You know, what are they, 65, 70 cents around for 5.56, 90 cents around for 9mm?
That's insane, man. I mean, shooting almost $1 around 9mm.
Yeah, when it was what, 13 cents, 18 cents before this?
Yeah, that'll break. I mean, that's why you need something like this, because you can't afford $1 a round of 9mm.
Yeah, and my whole outlook is there are still people out there selling 9mm for 40, 42 cents a round every day. It's just looking for them because, like you said, they're the smaller guys. They're not the big ones with all the advertising and stuff. And my question is, how do you see cheaper than dirt is probably a bad example on the front of sustaining because they have so many idiots that buy from them. They'll stay.
Right.
But for the smaller guy that, let's say, started a year ago and is following in the cheaper than dirt footsteps by overcharging out the ass, I personally don't. I see people buying from them now. I see people buying out of desperation. But when it comes around and as those people progress and learn on how to shop, they're going to see that other people were not charging that and they should have bought here. They're not going to return back to that store. There's no way. That's
the gamble that these, I guess we can say they're like gougers, are taking the, that's the risk that they're taking, right? They hopefully people don't remember that they're gouging more than others, and after all this ends, maybe they'll come back. Sure, maybe a handful may, but I think for the most part, if you know if you've been in the gun industry long enough, or been shopping around the gun industry long enough, you'll remember.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can remember when, long before our Facebook group existed, long before really Facebook was a place for guns. I lived in Fort Worth, and Cheaper Than Dirt was right down the road. They had a physical location where you could walk in and buy stuff. It was actually cheap.
Right. It was cheaper than dirt.
Yeah, it was their name actually stood for something, and now it's kind of like, it's just the name has built them into such a stigma that people just automatically trust them. In reality, they're taking advantage of them. And yeah, Derek, 42 cents a round is too much, but when the normal market is 60 to 90 and you're at 42, I can actually kind of see like, okay, sure, they're taking advantage of the climate. They're capitalizing on it, right? But they're still being fair for me.
Yeah.
You know, if you didn't stock up and you want to pay 42 cents a round, fine.
Yeah, I mean, 2 days ago, I was just at Sportsman's, and I was able to buy 9mm at $15.99 a box. So that's
I'm not a doctor.
32 cents a round, which is okay right now.
Yeah, and that's still stupid. But
yeah,
my point is this whole thing, when y'all are shopping, it's like right now there's a panic, right? You think you need stuff because we assume it's going to be taken away. Here's the thing. Everybody thought the same thing about Obama, right? I'm not saying don't go buy. If you don't have enough stuff sitting in the corner, then you probably should have done it before this election.
Right.
You waiting for now and then bitching about price is your fault. But for those of us who kind of have a decent stockpile and just want to go shoot, that's where the issue is. We're not hoarding. I just want to go shoot, 500-600 rounds in a weekend at a course and not have to feel $1,000 worth of damage.
Right. Like taking a course, it's like, $400, $500 for a course. It's now like $1,500 for a course with the ammo prices.
Yeah, and
that's insane.
And plus, usually the courses that I go to with you, that means I'm flying across the nation to attend. So it's like it just keeps going up. And I can't fly with my own ammo, which is why last time we bought it there. It was just easier to buy there or order in and drop ship. But good luck now.
Yeah. Well, I might have an ammo guy soon.
Well, I hope you do.
But, yeah, he's getting the primers in to have him loaded and whatnot. But yeah, I might have an ammo guy soon.
So that touches on that. Basically, what we're saying is take advantage of the market. Just don't be a dick, because you won't survive after this. This right now is a fluke. Like somebody said, it was the trifecta, right? It came out of nowhere. 3 items at one time hit perfectly. They aligned. It's not.
Yep. COVID, elections, and what was the other one? I can't remember. Eric said it.
Hold on.
COVID, elections, and riots.
Riots, yeah. So, which kind of riots and elections kind of go hand in hand, but at the same time they don't. Eric, you have a good point, because the riots started with, police brutality. So I get it. It really is the perfect storm. But let's see what we can say on. I've got a couple other topics. We have a shitload of them. It just depends on. We have time to get through them in the next 6 to 12 minutes. Okay, here's an easy one. You have a fanny pack.
Yes.
Do you prefer open carry or concealed carry?
Always concealed.
Why?
I don't like
that
people.
You're the target if you're open carry?
Potentially, yeah. It's also awkward. For me, it's awkward. I'm not like a police officer or anything that carries a gun for my job. So it is a little awkward open carrying. I mean, I see it every once in a while here, and it's awkward when I see other people open carrying. I just don't want people to know I'm carrying. I'd rather be more of a gray man style where if someone happens to attack me, okay, I know I'm at least somewhat protected with a gun. So I don't like to show that off at all.
Yeah, I mean the example that I use is, we were just discussing armor, right?
Right.
It's been kind of the topic the last few weeks, and while we can't disclose who we're buying from, my whole deal is if I'm going to a location, let's just say a contract job, right? Like let's not say just I'm going to the fucking Walmart because I'm not wearing armor when I go to Walmart, but let's say we're going to a job together.
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying to be incognito about it. I'm not wearing armor on the outside of my clothing. Right. I'm wearing it under a suit to where it's so thin you can't even tell it's there.
Right.
So that's kind of the discussion is, do you see? I see open carrying as the same thing, right?
Yeah, I think so too. Open carrying is just, you're inviting people to look at you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't need to draw additional attention from others to, especially for them to see that I am carrying.
Yeah. And Sean, I mean, you've got a good point. It's if I see like an old rancher walk in with a gun on his hip, that does not bother me. When I'm at the ranch, more often than not, I am open carrying because when I'm concealed carrying, usually I'm appendix or 3 o'clock. And I don't want that digging into my side when I'm getting in and out of the Ranger. So it's like, yeah, I'll open carry out there. But like Eric said, open carry is basically showing your hand in poker. It's going, hey guys, here's the cards I have.
Yeah.
Do you want to bet against me or not?
I'm pretty abnormal when it comes to carrying. I carry a lot of shit.
You do.
I have a lot of stuff on me when I'm every day. I carry every day, and yeah. I have 3 knives on me. I have a medical pack on me on my ankle.
Tourniquet.
And, yep. I'm armed to the teeth. If something happens, I need to. It's self-preservation. I want to go get out alive. So that's why I have all this stuff on me.
Todd, I need to know more about this. Your ex open carries a Desert Eagle, but she enjoys triggering people. So Todd, I know your name. I don't know you on any personal level. I'm assuming that's why she's your ex, because that's.
I mean, if it's a gold color one with tiger stripes,
yeah, I'm okay with that. Day, he's making it sound like it's every day.
Dude, that is a heavy gun to carry every day.
You don't.
It's a monster.
Todd, how big a girl is she? Because
she's about 400 pounds.
If she's a Dependa walking around with a gold Desert Eagle, I get it. She's just trying to suck that BAH out of people. But I'm assuming she's not, and I'm wondering. That kind of brings us in another topic. This comment right here. My ex open carries a Desert Eagle, but she enjoys triggering people. Okay, I understand the humor in that. I'm all about fucking with people. But what does that do for the community in itself, right? What does that do for all people who carry and the perception that we have in the public?
Man, that's crazy that she carries a tiger stripe.
It's tiger stripe though. So
little
bit of respect. It went from here to here because it's tiger stripe.
No, that's pretty extreme. I mean, I get it. I'm all for a good joke. I mean, obviously, but and I guess to a certain extent triggering people. But that's for me. That's too much.
I couldn't do it. I mean, that's like me having a Kydex holster made for an AR pistol, right? Open. It's just. That's so much attention.
Yeah.
It's too much. That's and all you're doing, that one person is sure they're getting looked at, laughed at, pointed at, and she's probably going, yeah, I'm triggering them. No, what you're doing is making everybody else around you look like idiots. And now you're shunned from the gun community and you're shunned from the anti-gun community because nobody except for those few little people in between that are like, fuck yeah, my rights. They took our gerbs type people, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody can shoot a DE accurately, Michael. So no.
Was it a 44 mag or a 50 AE or 357?
So Todd said it does nothing positive. Todd, he's asking you, what caliber is her?
Yeah, they're on like a 10
I
seconds.
mean, I'm assuming we can talk shit about her because number one, it's true, and number two, it's his ex. So, I mean, who the fuck cares?
Yeah. Can't
Brandon,
wait.
the fact that you don't have that photo saved, Brandon, offends the shit out of me. Because I can send it to you in about 3 seconds, and it offends me that he.
What are we talking about?
You remember that screenshot he got from like, I don't know, 2-3 years ago that said, I'm sharing this with my 3%er group?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I remember. Dude, she has two? Did she double carry?
Oh, I guess that's the better word for it.
Did she double carry? Or carry on the small of her back? Like with the grips facing out?
Does she tuck it under like a roll? Because that's what I'm picturing right now. Is just this big, hardy.
Come on, you got to give Todd some credit. I don't know
Todd. I don't know Todd. So any female that would carry 2 gold tiger stripe desert eagles is probably swinging a bigger dick than I've got, which isn't saying much, but it's probably happening.
Yeah.
Too
small of her back, more like. That's funny.
She's awesome, actually. Just very in your face. Okay, that's fair enough. And Todd, I'll say this. I think that a woman pulling that off attracts attention, but in a way of, I think even people who are anti-gun go, okay, like she's a strong, independent woman. If I were to do that, it would not take the same effect. In South Dakota, we call it a fupa. No, that's a standard term across the United States. But Todd, again, we're not attacking you. It just you brought it up.
But man, she's more of a man than me in carrying a desert eagle because my pants, I'd probably be a little bitch for carrying that heavy of a gun all day.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Maybe she just carries it like when she goes out to Walmart or something. So it's like a 30-minute trip, there back type deal. That's kind of actually fun.
I carry like 10 hours a day at least. So I can't be doing that.
This makes me laugh. In the big of her back. Oh man. All right. So Todd, if you choose no. Hold on. So she has a gold tiger stripe truck?
No, I think it's just tiger stripe.
He did say tiger stripe.
Yeah, but I don't think he said gold though. Man, do we have to
we have to research
some fact checkers? We need some fact checkers. Valor.
He said my ex open carries a Desert Eagle. And then down below said it is tiger stripe. He never said gold, but yeah. Her truck is tiger stripe though. I got to know, Todd. You need to comment way faster than this because you're holding up the whole.
Is this Tiger King sort of?
Yeah, we need you to post this in the comments on one of the 3 fucking places we're streaming to right now because I've got to see her truck.
Man, that's awesome. Any event, let's move on. Yeah.
Moving on, Todd. We appreciate the topic. So we're at 35 minutes. We'll
do like 5 more minutes, huh?
Yeah, probably about 5. We'll flip through the Rolodex here. It's probably not a good night for fuck, marry, kill. It's a different night. We've discussed these 2. Okay, so on the same topic, sort of. This will be a quick few minutes. I want to hear from the comments. I think everybody watching this will go with the same thing. But do you carry with one in the chamber, and why?
For me, always, I guess. But we'll see what the comments say. Yeah, always. it'd be stupid not to. In my opinion, I'm not in Israel. I don't need to. It's not by law. I have to carry without one in the chamber.
Yeah, I mean, we're not discussing. Let's not discuss legalities. Let's discuss.
Yeah.
Do you feel like carrying one in the chamber is appropriate? And if it's not, why? Like the number one thing I've seen is when I carry one in the chamber, but when I'm at home, I don't have one in the chamber because I have children. Now, I've got all the children.
Yeah, you have a baseball team.
So the guns that I have around the house are in a place where the kids cannot get to them, but from a very young age, and I don't know if I have it here, but for the next episode, I'll get it. I have a gun that looks, it feels, everything is real about it. Even the orange tip I've spray painted black, and I'll just leave it in the playroom and leave it there, watch them on camera and listen to them and see what they do. From a infant age, when they barely even understand what that is, I want them to understand that that's bad. If dad's not around, that's a bad thing. So the one in the chamber thing with kids at home doesn't really hold water for me, because I'm not saying that nothing will ever happen, God forbid it does, but I feel like education is much, much larger than anything else.
And to a certain extent, I agree.
I don't leave it I don't leave a loaded weapon on a desk for them to play.
That I don't do at all.
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's a toy gun, but they think it's real in their minds. Is what I'm saying.
Anything that's loaded is either on me or locked away.
But yeah, and that's what so when I go to bed, for instance, my carry pistol goes from my waist to my drawer, and when I wake up, it goes from there right back. Right. And that's kind of the discussion is, oh, well, I've got children. I would never have a loaded weapon in the house. So if somebody kicks your door in and you have to go load or you have to go unlock a safe, how do you get around that?
I generally have one on me.
That's the answer. Exactly. Calm down, Paul. We're fine. But no, not right now. I mean, I have one on me, but
yeah, mine's just a demo gun right now.
I mean, if somebody kicked the door in right now, I don't know. I'm still moving, so there's a lot of 1, 2, 3, a lot like right here. And if you turned around and showed the camera, that's probably, we don't even need to count because nobody needs to know how many there are back there.
Yeah, I have a rifle right next to me if stuff happens.
Okay, so Nick, my kids are older, but I do put my carry gun away. My question is not, do you leave it out in their toy box? Obviously, none of us would do that. My question is not, do you leave it on the kitchen counter? My question is, what is the definition of away? Because if you lock it up, what does that do? Like Lee said, I think keeping it on you at all times with an arm's reach is the only answer. Vince, your kids aren't, young, right? How else do I put that? I'm being honest. I'm pretty sure his grandkids would be the concern.
Yeah,
like grandkids coming over and getting through his shit while he's not there. That would be the concern. This offends me.
Yeah. Well, I have a rifle right next to me, so we're good. Condition 3 rifle next to me.
Wait, let's see it. You have it? Let's see it. Oh, well, how next to you? See, if I would have broke in, I would have taken your jerk.
Right here.
Oh, fair enough.
So it's loaded. Actually, it's not loaded. Condition 3. Just the triggers down. The triggers down. Oh shit! I forgot to put the mag back in. So it's completely unloaded. I'm glad we're doing this.
We're desk pop shots, not negligent discharge shots. I'm just kidding. If I trust anybody with a gun, even if it was pointed at my head, it would be you, because I feel like I trust the Uncle D.
20 rounds of 62 grain gold dot. Actually, it's probably 19 rounds now since I tried to shoot a prairie dog with it.
You tried, you missed?
I missed, man. I was so pissed.
Oh, I'm not knocking you. How many rounds did we waste when we were prairie dog hunting? I mean, hundreds.
Yeah. It was.
But we were all making it rain, so it's okay.
Yeah. I shot one round just to see, and I missed. It was about 40-something yards away.
TJ, offline, we're going to need to see a picture of your 6-foot dresser drawer.
That's a big drawer.
I'm not denying that it's true. I'm simply saying that you have giant fucking furniture, dude. Right? Like my top dresser drawer is 6 foot. That's like here. Do you crawl in it at night before bed? That's odd. This is not how accidents happen. Lee doesn't drink. I drink.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
There's a difference.
I'm pretty sober right now. Actually, I'm 100% sober right now.
That makes one of us. We're not asking how tall your children are or their age. We're asking how the fuck your top drawer is 6 feet high. Oh, God. I'm clicking shit now. I don't mean to. My daughter's back home and is 26. I have 4 guns throughout the house. See, Michael, you're different because it's pretty simple. When your grandkids come over, you just pick up your shit that's loose. But when it's just you and your wife, you just leave it out and hope you don't piss her off bad enough to shoot you, right? That's the goal when your kids are gone and all that. But I am a long way away from that.
Josh, it is a pitch lock.
Sorry, I clicked the same thing as you did.
No, it is a P-lock.
We don't know what you're saying, Paul. Low key flexing with the Hodge. I mean, he's not wrong. Hold on.
Yep. It's in my car every day.
Let me grab this little thing.
Shit, do I have to grab more guns now?
No. I'm just getting one.
This is my ankle rig that I carry every day. Riker as a cat. Shears. A chest seal. Some gauze. Bunch of shit in here.
So I'll show something that similar to the Hodge, I would imagine most people have not seen.
Oh, that's a Cas V.
The little baby one.
Yeah.
The Roach, as I call it.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I love this little thing. It's bulky.
Dude, that thing's cool.
It's bulky and fat, but I like the handguard. I mean, I put I went a little overboard and put the Knights Armament BCG with the LMT enhanced bolt, but I love this little thing. So we are what? 43. What?
If you have 44 minutes, what's this mean? You rock that thing on bare flesh or
what?
sock?
Where are you seeing this comment? I didn't see a bare flesh comment.
Oh, right here, right above.
I don't know what that means, Todd.
Yeah, I don't either. So I have a neck knife when I'm carrying. I have this is to Matt. I have a neck knife. I have a knife right here, a fixed blade right here, and then I just carry a pocket knife.
Is that just in case a girl tries to get frisky with you and you're ready to go with your knife?
Yeah.
You got to beat them stick, don't you?
I use shears to cut their clothes.
I meant defense, but that works.
Oh, it's usually over a sock.
That's your ankle kit?
Yeah, and I have a Dark Angel one in the car in case I forget to put this one on.
I do say when I go hunt with Lee and I fly across to do that, I don't usually bring stuff. I just know that he's got me covered because I mean, he's pulled cacti out of my ass. So
Yes, it's that's one thing I don't EDC though, tweezers, but apparently you do.
I do. That's in my travel bag. So we're at 45 minutes, guys. Todd, just please post. You can OPSEC her face if you want to. We just want to see photos of her carrying a Desert Eagle. I need to know. If you want to send them private, do so, just so Lee and I can see them.
Yes.
Other than that, let's see if we have a update before we go, but it looks like we are still in the same boat, which is 264 to 214 Biden. So we'll talk later.
Yeah. Talk to you later.
Good. All right, guys. We'll see you later.
See ya.